Slums are a poor or run-down part of a city without basic services, such as running water or electricity. Most reside on private land or illegal land. They usually consist of shanty houses made from cheap or scrap materials found on the street.
People who live there are people who can't afford to buy or rent a home, usually migrants from the rural areas. Most moved to the city to find a job, to support their family and/or due to a lack of services and opportunities in their hometown.
Some slum side effects are major pollution in the water from excrement and waste not being properly disposed of and therefore dumped on the streets or rivers of Ho Chi Minh City. This prevents tourism occurring in the area as well as raising the crime rate due to many can't afford a high salary job.
There are no public services such as waste collection, electricity, or running water because they're staying on the land illegally. They are not considered as residents of Vietnam and they cannot send their children to school.
The slums were formed during the Vietnam War as people from the countryside moved to the city seeking refuge from the fighting. Nowadays, the slums were maintained through the regular urbanization of people coming to Ho Chi Minh City with the hopes of a better future. There was a government plan to clear the slums.
By 2004, they had already rehoused 35,000 people to old apartments buildings outside Ho Chi Minh City, and today that number is substantially higher.
Good morning, this is the 4 o'clock BBC News. Today we have a special report on slums in Vietnam. I'm going to hand over to young Nam to see what slums are really like.
Today I'm here to find out about the lives of slum dwellers. Hello, what do you think about the government who is taking your house away?
Tụi nó nghĩ tụi nó là ai? Tụi nó làm gì có quyền mà lấy nhà của tụi tôi? Tôi đã sống đây cả đời tôi và cả cuộc đời tôi 15 năm trời. Và tụi nó cứ vào mà tụi nó lấy nhà của tụi tôi như vậy. Trời ơi, giờ tôi không có nhà và cái đất này làm cái gì? Đất này để trống, không ai xài cả.
Thank you, young Nam, and now we can look at a different view of the slums with Blake.
How do you feel about being relocated?
Theo em nghĩ thì em rất là ủng hộ chính quyền nhà nước, vì nhờ có chính quyền nhà nước em mới có được học bổng để vào đại học, nên em mới có được một con đường rất là tốt như hôm nay. Với lại em cũng rất là cảm ơn vì nhờ có chính quyền nhà nước em đã được ở những căn hộ rất là tốt và đời sống em bây giờ đã khá hơn rất nhiều so với quá khứ.
Thank you very much.
And this concludes our report on slums in Vietnam. This is Alicia Farmer signing off from BBC News.
People who live in Phu My are mostly foreigners such as Koreans, Japanese, Chinese, and Indians. They are financially stable and they can afford high-quality services and high taxes.
With
High taxes, they are aiming to expand Phu My as much and as quickly as possible to reduce the clusters of population near the CBD and make the population density even. Another aim is to attract more educational institutions to raise the overall level of employment in Saigon. Another aim is to build new highways to reduce traffic in Ho Chi Minh City.
District 1 has a population density
Of 26,538 people per square kilometer. But in District 7, they have 6,667 people. This means that District 1 has almost 4 times the population density as District 7. High-class facilities like pools, world-class apartments, canals means the attraction of many foreign investors as it provides the ideal environment for foreigners. Foreigners can usually pay the high tax rate as they're more financially stable. This allows constant development of facilities.
The people living in Phu My are very financially stable and able to
Afford for high living costs and that the foreign investors offer. Government also restricts private individuals from buying land to prevent poor quality housing.
There are approximately 50,000 people living in that area. This includes many foreigners. Shocking facts are that it was developed from swampland, and since this can't be used for agricultural purposes, the government had prevented it being wasted by making it the first planned city in Ho Chi Minh City and Vietnam. Its initial focus was to attract many education institutions and develop the general facilities.
Some of the investors include the Japanese and US architecture companies, such as Skidmore, Owings, and Merrill. Phu My is developed by a joint venture company between the city government and CTND Group of Taiwan. Because the government allows foreign companies to invest to Phu My, it serves to strengthen the relationship between countries.
Thank you, young man. And now we're going to see alternate view with Blake.
Turnip view.
Sorry, I'm just gonna say Quinn, you look too happy.
And now, we're talk to
Need something that I can confess till on my sleep.